Many things are still a baffling mystery in our world. Science doesn't quite yet have all the answers or all the keys to unlock the secrets of our universe. Every day, somewhere, someone sees something they can't explain. Something that we're told is not there, is not real, or simply doesn't exist. Too many reliable people tell of sightings and encounters with the unknown. The myths, legends, folklore, and old wives' tales are usually based in fact and in reality. When a witness to such a strange encounter finds no one believes them and faces ridicule from people they trust and love, they turn to us, the Alabama Bigfoot Society. Well, hello and welcome to this edition of Alabama Adventures. On this particular Alabama adventure, we certainly did have an adventure, several adventures, and we tried to video as many of them as we possibly could. I've got a whole notebook full of Alabama adventures to try to get out to you and get on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I made a list of some of the adventures that we're going to try to do, that we are going to do here in just the next few weeks and everything. If we did one video a day to put on YouTube, it would take a little over a month to get everything that has happened recently and some of the videos that we need to get on here. Let me give you a little background, as I always do, to what's going on. If you remember back in March of this year, 2017, we were invited to a paranormal conference up in Rainsville. It was Exploring the Unknown, and it was put on by two sisters up there that have become to be very good friends, just like family as a matter of fact now. And they told us that over the summer they always like to have a get together in July, the week of July the 4th, and that's what this is right now. This is the week of July the 4th, and they had a get together of all the paranormal groups and people that were interested in the paranormal stuff, and all of us that participated in this particular seminar back in March to come up to their house, and we would all have a barbecue and just sit around and compare notes and theories and talk over stories and tell what was going on with us. And it was just a very informal afternoon and night up there, and we met a lot of old friends that we had made back in March, and we did do a lot of talking, and we did learn a lot up there. And from that particular afternoon and night, we have several very interesting Alabama adventures that we want to get on as quick as we can. But what I want to do is sort of tell you what's going on in this one to begin with. It's going to be several different segments of an Alabama adventure, and I'll sort of explain it along as we go. Right now, here is where we came into DeKalb County, and we were driving right along the edge, right along the side of the Appalachian mountain chain that I am very proud of and I'm glad to be associated with. And what I want Dorothy to do is just put us on some riding music, and I'm going to show you a little bit of these beautiful Appalachian mountains, as I like to brag on. So let me go on and get it started. From the tail end of the Appalachian mountain chain in the heart of the South, this is Alabama Adventures. I just want to give you a quick shout out the Appalachian mountain chain that I'm always talking about. We're riding right down the edge of the actual Appalachian mountain chain. Okay, that was a little scenery up Highway 11, and we got almost into Fort Payne, and we had to make a right turn to go up on Lookout Mountain. And here we are. It's an old truck that we found on Lookout Mountain. If I repeat something in this video, it's because I did do some talking while we were videoing and that type of stuff. But just kind of want to let you know what's going on. This is just right off Alabama Highway 11. Okay, we have just pulled off Highway 11. We're climbing Lookout Mountain right now, and look at what we found. I'll show you real quick. We found this old truck. I won't cross the fence to get over there to it because I don't know if you're supposed to get on people's property or not up here, but anyway, got an old wheelbarrow sitting there by it, and I was trying to see what kind of truck that is, but the sun's shining so bright I can't hardly see it. But they've also got some nice rock work and a fence and a mailbox. Look like a whale over there. And here comes a car. I'm gonna get this car coming down Lookout Mountain, Fort Payne, Alabama. We get a little bit better shot of it. They've got it decorated for the 4th of July. I believe that's an old Ford truck. Okay, I guess you've noticed that we're not in no big hurry to get up there. We're having a good time, enjoying the scenery and just looking at everything that there is to see in DeKalb County. Not everything, but a lot there is to see in DeKalb County. We left the old truck and we headed on up the mountain, and we crossed this particular place where there's a well. I think it's an artesian well is what it's called. Anyway, the water just flows out of this pipe all the time. It's an old rock house there. There's 2 old rock houses there. I'm sure this is some type of dairy or something at one time, I would think. It may not be. That's just sort of what it looked like to me. But it's some good looking scenery as we are headed on to our friend's house, who I'm going to call her KJ. That's her initials. So she'll know who I'm talking about, and I don't want to call her name, even though she is a paranormal investigator herself. But anyway, just look at a little bit more scenery as we're headed into Dogtown. Alrighty, and in this next little scene or clip or whatever you want to call it, we have arrived in Dogtown, and I do a little filming of the town so you can sort of see what it looks like. But if you will notice, because of the paranormal activity that's always going on up there, as soon as we got to Dogtown, if you will notice the sign here at this convenience store where the gas price was, it goes to flashing. Is that because it was just glad to see me, or was there some type of paranormal magnetic UFO activity going on? Because just down the road from Dogtown is where we had a UFO encounter back in March. But anyway, just sort of notice that sign as I quickly do a little filming of downtown Dogtown. And now here we are on high top Lookout Mountain. We're in downtown Dogtown. This is the Dogtown that you've heard me talk about in some other videos. This is one of my favorite places in Alabama. Get a quick shot of some of the buildings real quick. We're just a few miles from Little River Canyon. We're going to head by there for just a few minutes. So anyway, I'm going to kind of tell you what happened up there on this little trip, and I guess this will kind of be like a whole movie. After we got to Dogtown and everything, we gave KJ and her husband a call and told them we were there. And we went on over to the house. We unloaded the car and everything, and got ready for the event that night, or the little get together, I guess you could call it. Anyway, that's what we did. We had that, and as I said, we talked to a lot of people, learned a lot of stuff up there. It was just a real laid back, real relaxed little conversation and evening that we spent. Hope they invite us back again. Had a lot of fun up there. The next morning, however, is where I'm fixing to take you on. Is where we went that next morning. We did get out on several adventures that Sunday. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here. We did get up, and KJ got up and fixed a fantastic breakfast that morning. And I sort of wanted to just lay around and not do a whole lot. I got full, and I think everybody else did too. But we had a lot we wanted to do, a lot we wanted to get done while we were up there. So everybody kind of went off their separate ways with groups, whatever. And KJ took me out on a little trip to see some of the canyon and some other things up there that we had talked about earlier that night. In the canyon, there is a lot of gigantic rocks, and this one particular rock is right in the middle of the road up there. And she and I went over there and looked at it. We done a little videoing, and I'm going to show you that video that we did now. Hello, and welcome to this Alabama adventure from high atop DeKalb County once again, the most paranormal county in Alabama. We're up here on Little River Canyon. Sometimes I just can't remember the name of that, but anyway, we're on Little River Canyon, and I have some magnificent rock formations I want you to look at this afternoon. Anyway, we have reached one of the places that I want you to look at, and I'm going to get this car coming up through here so you can kind of have a little idea of how the lay of the land looks. I always like to do that. And as you come just right there where that car is, you'll come to this rock, and it's right here in the middle of the road. And why didn't they take that rock out? Well, I guess it's a tourist attraction. I don't know what the rock's called, but I really don't know what to say about all this. I'm kind of overwhelmed by all this rock work. And let's look over here to the left side, and I'll show you some gigantic rocks. And then we're going to walk on around this one that's in the middle of the road and show you that it's got a little tunnel that goes down through it. So anyway, just hang with me there a minute. It has places on the side of the road where you can pull off and look at it. A lot of people have written their name and the date they were up here. And as you can see, this has a like a little tunnel through the rock there. Let me back up and show you what this thing looks like. Well, I got a yellow jacket in front of the camera right now. But that is awesome rock. Then you go on down toward Little River Canyon. Well, you're right on the rim of it right now, but I got a yellow jacket following me around. Here's now is the other side of the rock. Has a tree growing beside of it. And then here are these rocks over here. Just gigantic rocks up here on the top of a hill near Little River Canyon. A long time ago, I was watching a episode of Kojak or some Telly Savalas movie, and he was talking to a woman, and he said, "You're on top of the world, baby." And that's what I feel like this is. This is the top of the world with this giant rock formation up here. Let's walk right on down here just a little way. And we'll listen for wood knocks. We may run up on a Bigfoot down through here. You can't ever tell. But let me swing back around, and I'm looking for snakes and everything else up here. But this is just unbelievable, this rock. I won't say a whole lot. I'll let you look at it. I guess you can walk under it right there if you wanted to. Right directly down through those woods is Little River Canyon. Let me turn the camera toward the rock as I'm trying to maneuver around here. I have never seen anything like this, and Real excited about being here today with some very good friends that live at Fort Payne, Alabama. We were up over the weekend for a little paranormal seminar, and they brought me down here to show me this. Old piece of driftwood. Here we go. We're going to walk under this rock. We're going to go a little bit further, and I'll show you a little bit more. You can actually climb up on top of these rocks, but I'm not going to try that with my eyesight today. Here we go under this one. And this is just a gigantic rock. I'm not going to say too much because I really can't think of words to describe what you see here. Makes me wonder, is this a natural formation? Were these rocks placed here? And I know you would say, well, what could place these rocks here? Well, now we did have giants in the earth at one time, and what was this? Was this one of their places where they conducted magic and rituals or worship? Or was it placed by, get that car and give you a little estimate of the size. Or is this a natural formation? I don't know. I know I'd like to get up here and do a few little Indian ceremonies and rituals that I have become familiar with. Let me get right up here on the edge of this rock, and I'll catch this car going by to kind of give you a size on it, on this rock formation. All right. That was well worth the trip up here to just get to see this today. I'm going to walk back out in the road and hope I don't get run over. Here's the rock in the middle of the road, one more shot. I may not be doing great camera work, but I'm stumbling around. Now there's a little bit more. Here's the rock in the middle of the road, and here's our vehicle, and I'm going to swing right back around this way and show you this rock as you come up on it. Now this is another big rock, and let's go down here and look at it real quick. It's just, I don't know, it's just odd that these rocks are just here in this, these gigantic rocks are just here in this one little section. But as you're coming up this road, and I need to get out of the road before I get run over, and we'll get another motor. Now we'll get a red 4-wheel drive truck going down the road to kind of give you an idea of the size. All right. And there are a lot of people that come to photograph this and get photographed by it, and I think I've got a photograph of me, and I will show it to you in just a minute. Now, as I walked around that rock formation, I saw a lot of things in those rocks, and I'm going to mention a few of them to you. And if you watch this video again, so to be on the lookout and see if you see them. You may have already spotted some of them in the video. The large rock that's in the middle of the road out there to begin with kind of looked like the highest part of it that comes out over the road, to me looked like a frog's head. Then as I backed up from it and did a little bit more filming there to where you could see the little opening where you could walk through the rock, that reminded me of some type of animal's legs, and the head looked like a cat. So does that look like a cat to you sitting there, a giant rock cat sitting out there in the middle of the road? I walked on around the rock, and I saw many human faces in these rocks. Eyes, nose, mouth, outline of the faces. If you would look for those and see what you think. At one point, I saw what looked like a shark's head. I saw several other things in these rocks. I saw a lion. Then maybe it was a pig's head. As I walked on around a little bit further to a different angle on it, there was at one place it looked like a wolf's head or a coyote's head up on sort of on the top of the rock, and there were just several other things. One thing, there was a dark formation in the rock there at one point that looked like the continent of Africa, a map, the outline of Africa, and within that continent it looked like some type of creature, a monster's face, a side view in there. You look at it and see what you think. There was also a place in there where it looked like a face with a hand next to it, 3 fingers. So you tell me what you think about that. And if that's what it is, could this have possibly been carved by giants or by an alien race or by Indians or somebody? Was it man-made, or is this all natural? I'm not sure if it was all natural. It kind of reminds me of a place for maybe rituals or some type of religious worship or whatever. But you just look at it and let me know what you think. But before we go, I want you to also see this little picture of me standing by the rock in the road out there, because I need to get back on film here somewhere so you can see me. Also, as we left that afternoon and headed back home from DeKalb County, we came through Anniston, Alabama, and I want you to look at this little video real quick. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it was an old building of some type, probably an old factory of some type there in Anniston many years ago. They have, however, left the chimney. They have left part of the building. They've left an old metal water tower. Something that you don't see anymore is those type of water towers. That's what caught our eye as we were coming down the road. And it was getting time for us to eat, and we pulled into Wendy's, which I like to eat at Wendy's. And when we pulled into the parking lot, of all things, this thing was behind us. So that worked out real good, and I walked out there and shot this little bit of video. So you look at this. I don't know what it is. It's just something of the past that I enjoy looking at. We're up here in Anniston right now, and I'm not exactly sure what this is. It had to be some kind of industry here in Anniston. All that's left is the old chimney, water tower, and I guess that's part of the building on the left right there. I just wanted to get it videoed real quick because it's been one of those things here in Alabama that may not last much longer, and at least you'll get to see it in the future by us getting up here trying to get a quick video of it. But it's made out of brick, the smokestack, chimney, whatever you want to call it. And I imagine that old water tower is made out of tin. And then this building on the left, I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I'm sure people in Anniston will know. And I'm sure that it's made out of brick. Anyway, just thought you might be interested in seeing that real quick while we're here. A thing of the past that won't last much longer. Okay, so that kind of brings on to an end our Alabama adventure, or at least this segment of our weekend Alabama adventure up in Fort Payne on Lookout Mountain, all over Little River Canyon, all over DeKalb County, as a matter of fact. And as I said, I have a lot more videos that I will try to get out as quickly as I possibly can, so you can see a lot of stuff up there in that county that goes on, and stories that I were told. Once again, I want to thank KJ and her husband TJ is his initials, so I was trying to remember what his initials were there real quick. But anyway, I do want to thank them very much for allowing us to come into their home and spend the weekend with them. I also want to thank all of you, our viewers and subscribers, for letting us come into your home and being a part of your life. We really enjoy it, or I do. And anyway, I guess as I bring this video on to a close, as I always do, I'll say hello to Madison. I'll also tell you that the Alabama Bigfoot Society is run completely out of pocket, and if you're in a position where you can and where you'd like to make a donation, it would be very much appreciated and could very much be used to help finance some of these Alabama adventures and in paranormal investigations and that type of stuff that we do. If you would like to make a donation, all you have to do is to go on our website, AlabamaBigfootSociety.com. And right there on the front page, you'll find a place where you can make that donation. And I do want to thank all of you who have made donations of money and equipment in the past. I thank you very, very much. Also, if you like this video, give us a like. If you like what we're doing down here with these adventures, and what I want to do is to do a little bit of history of the state and that type of stuff. I was on a TV show, I guess one day last week now, and that's what they brought up, that they really enjoyed the little bits of history that we had on there, and could we do a little bit more? And we'll certainly try. There is a lot of history here in Alabama, a lot of things to tell you about. If you like this video, give us a like. If you like what we're doing, hope you subscribe to the channel and share this video with everybody you can think of. Call somebody and tell them to share this video with somebody they can think of. Everybody and their brother would be good. But anyway, I guess with all that being said, and I'm just sitting here running my mouth trying to think of what I'm leaving out, there is so much that went on this past weekend that I want to tell you about. I guess we'll see you next time on the next Alabama adventure, getting close to Bigfoot or in the shadow regions. One or the other. Or maybe we'll be doing a little bit of Alabama history. But anyway, Chico and I will see you on down the road.